So today we're going to talk about this evergreen tree behind me. This is a southern red cedar. Now, depending on who you talk to, it might be considered lumped in with the eastern red cedar, which is a common evergreen found east of the Rockies. But this is the coastal version, whether it's a different species or just a variety. This would only be found in the southeast, close to the coastline. Now, it's actually, rather than being a cedar, is actually a juniper, which is the group of plants from which the female cones are harvested to make gin. This is not the typical species from which gin is produced, though. Now, those cones technically are edible. The female cones are often called berries, even though they're not actually berries. Berries come from a flowering plant. You could roast them or eat them raw as a seasoning. However, there is potential that this plant has some poisonous properties, so you would want to be very careful. Native Americans did use it medicinally as well, though. Now, the male and the female cones are actually found on completely separate plants. So the male produces the cones in the spring. They're small, yellow, don't last very long. And the female tree produces what start out as green, rounded, small cones, and they eventually reach a dark blue color when they reach maturity. This is an excellent wildlife plant, great for screening, provides cover, shelter, food for birds as well. So an excellent one to have on the landscape.